Hi guys, this is Ricart Maria and I'm gonna be showing you guys today how I made my track title group available in all platforms January 24th of 2025. Alright, so let's start with the lows groups right here. We have the main kick right here. I wanted to do like a weird pattern for the kick, not the just simple kick and beat. No, I wanted to add that little groove with the little kicks in the middle, just like these ones right here. I also added a second kick that this one sounds like this. Both together sound like this. Then we have the bass line. And then I grabbed a loop that sounds like this. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. About to turn this place inside out. And I like the real bass that you can hear in that loop, but I couldn't find the sample of that bass alone. So basically what I did is I grabbed that same loop and I did a bunch of EQ, as you guys can see here. And basically now that loop sounds like this. So all the low groups sound like this together. Little break there. Again. Super groovy and punchy. In drums, what I did here is groovy snare that fills the empty spaces. So as you guys can see here, for example, it sounds like this. When you hear it all together, it complements the rest of the drums. Then you have another snare, it's called snare fill. Then we have claps, like always I do the right, left, sometimes I clap the middle there to fill up. And then we have the hats groups. And here what I did is we have a close hat, and I did these variations over here that I think sound pretty cool. Then we also have this open hat, sounds like this. Then we have a little loop right here. It's like a hat with some glitches. Like I said in one of my production videos, I like to grab the transient. Usually it's like this, but I put it like this and put it the way down so it sounds more short and snappy. Same with this one. That one is more open. Another one. And then we have a hat 16. So basically it's a hat that sounds similar like a shaker. All the drums groups sound like this. The sample that I showed you guys at the beginning, this time I cue it, but the opposite way. So I took all the bass out and all the other sounds, and I left mostly the vocals, and I cut it in 3 different sections. So this one will be the main. As you can hear, it has a lot of EQ. Here you guys see reverb, EQs. And there I put some echo at the end with the automatization, so it sounds like this. Then we also have little cuts of the vocal when it talks. So it sounds something like this. And then the opposite as well. I cut little sections where the vocal does not talk to complement this main loop right here. So all of these samples together with all the cuts and cues and everything sounds something like this. Awesome. Then we have percussions. Here I grab a bongo and I just added like a little feel back there, sounds something like this. We also have a loop here. Another loop here. I created kind of like call and response. So between this bongo and this top loop right here, basically is when it sounds one, then the other one sounds something like this. It gives that groove, the call and response. That's something I really like to do. And then we have a rim and a tom right here. And then also in the percussion group, I added glitches. This is something that I really like to do with my tracks. I like them to sound really deep tech or minimal. A lot of glitches going on here. So there's a lot of loops of glitches right here. This is how entire glitch loops sound like. Sometimes I don't like to leave the entire loop of glitches. So for example, in this one, what I did is I cut it. So as you can see, the entire loop is actually way longer than this. It's all of this. But I like to cut the little pieces. So it sounds like this. Of course, it's all about hearing it, feeling it, right? I like to feel it. I like to listen to make sure it sounds good. If I feel like something is not in the right place, I will change it. If I don't like a loop, I will cut it. I will do some cues. If I like one thing of a loop, just like I did with this one, I will only leave this one part, right? So I added also some, in this case, in this loop here, I added some echo. I think it sounded better with echo. So all the glitches and the percussions together sound like this. Here we have some effects. Pretty much what this is like a background loop. So you see, it's just like something like that. It's like a background loop. And then in here I use also a wind chime. I really like this sound right here. Now all together sounds like this. Yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. That will be basically everything. If you guys have any questions that you guys want me to talk about in one of my next production videos, please let me know. And if you're a producer, just do you. Don't listen to what other people have to say. Follow your instinct, follow your sound. Don't try to make songs to please others. Just make it to please yourself. At the end of the day, you're following your heart. That's what music is about. That's what art is about. It's all about you creating something that comes out of you, of your heart, not of what other people tell you. Guys for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next video.